right.
Sorry.
So, but this is for all candidates. If a teacher or faculty member, an administrator, somebody who deals with students on a day-to-day basis is disciplined, and the matter is not something that is an imminent threat to or puts the community in danger, should that faculty member be given an opportunity to attest their suspension, to go through the appeals process prior to having to serve the suspension, when the result of the suspension is removal from the classroom and the students who have the teacher wouldn't be able to get that education time with the teacher? And again, I'm asking a hypothetical, and this, a teacher wouldn't have done anything that would be something that would be of imminent danger to the community. Should a teacher have the ability to be able to go through an appeals process prior to having to serve a suspension?
Absolutely. I mean, you posed a long question, but you also included the logical answer. Why would you? Because the current, the way the teacher is disciplined, we are not only punishing the teacher, we are also punishing the whole classroom, and that's unacceptable. The kids have 2 days out of 5 weekdays with substitute or in the whole study hall. So certainly in this case, I don't know what the teacher has done to warrant this kind of a discipline. I read Attorney Emerson's report very carefully. First of all, I think it's a one-sided report, but there is nothing in there that explains what did the teacher do wrong. So why do that? Why do it immediately before the teacher can react to it or defend herself? And then lastly, why punish the students?
Hi, sorry. So in a nutshell, it's not about a specific scenario. It's about just
hypothetically discipline,
okay.
A policy of discipline.
Perfect.
If this can be any faculty
Yep.
or staff member of the Stoughton Public Schools
Yep.
facing discipline, as long as it's not of imminent danger to the community, if they should be given the right of
Yep.
appeals before
Yeah.
having to serve the
I got
suspension.
it. Thank you for repeating. Thank you. I just wanted to clarify. So I think that's interesting. I think in football, right? Isn't it like Tom Brady, right? Deflategate, and he did his time after. They did the investigation and he appealed it. So I think that's an interesting thing for you to say, and I would also say that I think that's a good idea. I'm not on the school committee. I don't know the details of how the things are done today, how they're run. In terms of the contract, I don't know those details, but I do think that's interesting. And again, Deflategate's a good example of that. Yeah.
Katie?
Well, I am on the school committee, and I really don't know how to answer that because there's a process, obviously, that happens, and it doesn't come to school committee until later on. So honestly, like I don't really have a great answer for this question. So I apologize, but I'm uncomfortable answering that.
I have a great answer.
Of course you do.
Go ahead.
In this case, the question is triggered by a situation. In this case, it's very likely that the teacher will win the appeal. So that means she didn't work, and we are going to pay her for the time she didn't work. That's a terrible situation to be in. But not all cases of teachers' discipline as severe as this. So that's why I was so surprised with this situation, because not always the teachers get suspended.
Can I just rebut one? Can I rebut?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to say the attorney report was just about the administration action, had nothing to do with teacher discipline. So I just wanted to let you know that, because you said
that's why I said I noticed that, but there should have been some explanation in the for the sake of transparency, not mentioning any names or redacting the names, but I did want to know. And at the February 14 meeting, it was disclosed that another attorney did an investigation. I like to see that report too, with a redacted version of it if there are some privacy issues.
The teacher who got that too can release that, but the school committee and the administration cannot.
So we are going to request it from the teacher? I mean, you guys work for us.
No, who we could just to qualify that, who works? Are you saying the school committee works for the residents?
School committee and
Okay.
the administration works for us. Because I don't know who the teacher is. How am I going to ask that teacher to give me the report?
You would go to the STA president.
Do you think STA president would tell me who got disciplined?
You would have
All
to
I
ask.
know
I'm
is that
sorry, I don't
it's
know.
a veteran. And then the same day, you guys decided all of a sudden to make the Veterans Day a school holiday.
Okay.
No, that was an oversight, and you know, I
But it was a
it was an
coincidence.
oversight. No, it was an oversight that we checked the facts, and then we found out that it is honored on that Friday.
So we know the teacher was a veteran, and then
It has nothing to do with the other thing.
then why did you do that
Wait,
change when
wait.
everybody was? I mean, there was all this commotion about the anti-Semitism incidences.
I think we'll cut off the discussion on that.
Thank
The
you.
bottom line is, the only fact that we know is that the students in that teacher's class are getting 60% of their education. That we
Absolutely.
know.